Hello, my name is Alicia and welcome to my first YouTube video. Since I have no idea how to do this, I'm just going to get right into why I'm starting a YouTube channel, like what the purpose is. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm joining this lovely community of vlogging on YouTube for pretty much the express purpose of tracking my New Year's resolutions this year and kind of hopefully staying on track with them and like monitoring my progress. So I've been like always super obsessed with New Year's resolutions. I just think it's super fun to set them, and even if you fall off the wagon after a few months, that's like a few months of progress. So so in the past few years I've been getting better about like setting a game plan and actionable stuff, and I've kind of gotten into the routine. And this year I decided to try something new, which is level 10 life. And if you've been on pretty much any bullet journal blog or like goal setting blog or anything, you've probably seen it before, and I've been admiring this thing for like 4 years. But this year I finally decided to go for it. I guess I should explain what level 10 life is for people who don't know what it is. So basically, you think of your life in like a bunch of different categories. For example, your relationships, your career, finances, and there's like a bunch more. And then in each of these categories, you kind of try to reflect on how you're doing in this moment, or like in your life right now, and then you rate it out of a 10. So 10 is really good, and 1 is like, and then especially in like each category where you're not doing super well, you try to figure out ways that you can improve your life in that sense, so that you can feel like a more towards a level 10. And like a level 10 life is like your ideal life. I got to admit that was paraphrased from like 4 blogs that I skimmed about it. The original idea of a level 10 life comes from a book. I think it's called The Miracle Morning. I have not read it because I prefer murder mysteries to personal development, but if you want to go look for it, I respect your dedication. Alright, so now that we're all on the same page about level 10 life, I'm going to start explaining like the categories I'm doing, because I changed mine a little bit from the original. If you want to find a list of like the categories, the original categories of the level 10 life, they're pretty much everywhere on the internet. And then like for me, I just used the list for inspiration, and then I kept some of them, I didn't use some of them, and then I added some of my own just based on what was like relevant for me. So if you guys are interested in trying out level 10 life, now would be a good time to just pause this video, grab a notebook, and we'll do it together. It'll be super fun. Let's get started. So my first category is fitness. I should probably tell you guys I split fitness and nutrition apart. So in the original one, it's just a big umbrella thing of health. But for me, these two are very different. So yeah, you guys will see. Fitness, I'm going to give myself an 8 for now. Oh, this is such an awkward position. Anyway, the reason is I already do a lot of sports because I don't know, it's just something I really enjoy, and my like number 1 hobby ever is martial arts, so I'm pretty good in that category. Let's see, nutrition, not super great for me right now. I'm giving myself a 3 for starting, and the reason is like I have never paid attention to what I ate. I think this is a category that I personally and probably other people have to be careful with, because with nutrition, like your eating habits, you don't want to set goals that are going to make you spiral into something super restrictive and bad for your health. Anyway, next is learning. I really love learning languages, so I'm studying Korean and Thai and kind of French right now. I'm living in Switzerland to learn French, so I don't know if that counts. I used to be really good about studying a ton by myself, and right now I'm just doing less of it, so I'm giving myself a 4. And hopefully I will be able to get back into like the routine of studying and bump that up. Next is environment. What I mean by environment is like where you live. It's important to have an environment that makes you feel happy and safe and is conducive to whatever you're trying to do and achieve. So I've literally set environment-related goals every year, like keep clear and organized, and I'm rocky with them. So I'm also giving myself a 4 on this one right now, because honestly it could be worse too, but I'm hoping to stay more organized this year. Like, you know, every year I say that, but this time it's gonna happen. Creativity. Okay, this category is literally just for fun, because not everything should be like serious, I gotta get better, this is super important to my life, because like being creative is great. I don't know, I just like doing art stuff and creative stuff, and if I don't improve at all in this category, if I get worse in this category this year, that is fine, because it's literally just for fun. Anyway, I'm giving myself a 7 here, because I do some art stuff already. And yeah. Relationships. This one, I feel like, first of all, I'm giving myself like a 3 in relationships, and I'm sure a lot of other people can relate, but literally COVID has ruined this category for me. I probably would have given myself like an 8 or a 7 like a year and a half ago. I've thought of a bunch of like different ways that I want to get better in here, so I think it'll be fine. Mental health. I'm super lucky that I've never had any like serious struggles with this, but I think it's important to keep an eye on it and just make sure you're taking care of yourself. So I'm giving myself a 6 right now. No, I'm giving myself a 7 right now because I'm in a pretty good place at the moment. But yeah, also since I moved to a different continent, it's something that I really have to keep an eye on because I have like moments, but you know, we'll see. And finally, last but not least, is personal development. And with this one, I'm going to be honest with you, it's like a miscellaneous category for me. Like, these are things that are important in my life and a part of my life, but I had no idea where to put them otherwise. So once I get into the specifics in another video, hopefully you guys will be less confused. But for this one right now, I'm going to give myself, 5. Yeah, 5 seems good. And yeah, this one will become less confusing, hopefully. So that's all I've got for now. Like the first reflection, try to think of how you're doing in each of these, why, and how important is it to you, because that's also important. Alright, so that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. In the next videos, I'm going to be talking more in depth about like each of my categories and the specific goals I have for them. And kind of, I'm sure you guys have all heard of this, like SMART goals, which is another goal setting device that is like, I think they use it in like schools, at least in the US. They used it at mine. I thought it was stupid, but now I think it's like kind of useful. And then like my own goal setting device, which has probably been named and trademarked and capitalized by somebody else, but it's literally just, why is this important to me? And how specifically am I going to do it, like an action plan. So in the next video, I'll do the first 4 categories of that, fitness, nutrition, learning, and environment, and then I'll do the rest of it in the video after that one, because again, I don't think you guys want to watch 45 minutes of me rambling. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and good luck with your goal setting. I believe in you. You got this. See you next time.